Sometimes I can't help but lose myself in thoughts of us, picturing all the ways our lives would intertwine, our laughter filling up quiet rooms, our hearts speaking in the language only we understand. I imagine you here beside me, our hands intertwined, our laughter echoing through empty rooms, and in those moments, everything feels like it's falling into place. In the quiet moments, I close my eyes and see us, wrapped in a love so deep it feels as if the world was made just for us, as if every path we've taken has led us to this. In my mind, I see a life where we wake up to each other's smiles, where every sunrise means more because it begins with you. Sometimes my heart races with the thoughts of what we could be, of a love story written just for us, one that no one else could ever fully understand. I imagine us not just in fleeting moments, but in an entire lifetime woven together with love, laughter, and the gentle peace that only we can bring to each other. When I picture you and me, it's more than a fantasy. It's a vision of happiness so real, I can almost feel it wrapping around me. In the depths of my imagination, there exists a world where you and I are inseparable, living a love story that defies all reason and fear. I catch myself smiling at the thought of us, of sharing the simplest of days and the hardest of nights, and somehow knowing it would all be worth it. I imagine a love that doesn't need to be spoken to be understood, a connection so deep that just a glance, a touch, or a smile says it all. In my thoughts, we are endlessly together, two souls unafraid to dream, to love, and to create a life that feels as limitless as our hearts. The thought of us feels like the calm before the storm, like the world is holding its breath, just waiting for us to realize what we could be. Sometimes I get lost imagining you and me, not just here and now, but forever. Two souls bound by a love so strong, it feels unbreakable. What I imagine for us is more than just moments together. It's a lifetime of shared dreams, whispered promises, and endless memories. My mind often wanders to a place where it's just us, where every glance is filled with understanding and every touch is a reminder of the love we share. When I think of you, I imagine a love that grows through every challenge, a partnership that feels like coming home after a long journey. In the quiet spaces of my heart, I dream of a world where it's just us, building a life that is both wild and steady, full of adventure and peace. Sometimes I imagine us dancing under starlit skies, hands entwined, hearts in sync, creating moments that feel like they were always meant to be. In the depths of my soul, I can feel what it would be like to be loved by you. A feeling so profound, it's as if every part of me was waiting for it. There are days when the thought of you is like a fire in my heart, warm and constant, and I know that life would be brighter with you in it. In my mind, I see us building a life of shared laughter and silent understanding, a love that feels like it was always meant to be. The thought of us together brings a peace I can't explain, as if my soul already knows that you're the one it's been searching for. I imagine a life where every morning starts with you by my side, where every dream feels reachable because I have you to believe in it with me. In my dreams, we are inseparable, two souls learning to love and grow, forever intertwined by a bond that feels endless. There's a part of me that can already feel what it would be like to love you, to share the quiet and chaotic moments, and to make each day a little better just by being together. In the depths of my heart, there's a place that holds a vision of us, a life that's built on love, trust, and the simple joy of being together. Sometimes I imagine us in a world where nothing holds us back, where we're free to love deeply and live without fear. In my dreams, I see a version of us that's fearless, bound by a love so true that it lights up the darkest nights. I can almost feel the warmth of your hand in mine, the strength of your love holding me steady, as if this love was always meant to be. In my mind, we're already together, creating a life filled with laughter, love, and moments that feel like magic. I picture us in a world where love is effortless, where every moment feels complete because we're together. In the silence, I imagine your smile, your laugh, the way we'd be able to just be ourselves, and it fills me with a happiness that words can't capture. The thought of you and me is like a spark that lights up my soul, a vision of happiness that feels so close I could almost reach out and touch it. Sometimes I wonder if my heart already knows what it feels like to be loved by you, to share the ordinary and the extraordinary together. In my heart, I can see us standing side by side, ready to face whatever life brings, because our love is strong enough to conquer anything. There's a version of us in my dreams, living a love that's simple, pure, and powerful, a love that feels like coming home. The thought of us brings a peace I can't describe, like finding something I've been searching for my whole life without knowing it. I imagine a love that's patient, kind, and unwavering. A love that doesn't need to be spoken to be understood. In my dreams, we're already together, sharing a love that feels as natural as breathing, as endless as the sky. I often catch myself imagining a life with you, where every challenge feels smaller, every joy feels brighter, simply because you're there. When I think of us, I picture a love that's timeless, a connection that grows deeper with each passing day. In my mind, we're building a future together, one that's filled with love, laughter, and moments that feel like they were written in the stars. Sometimes I imagine you and me, our hearts aligned, our lives intertwined, creating a love story that feels both ancient and brand new. The thought of us brings a warmth to my soul, as if every part of me already knows what it's like to be loved by you. I imagine us living a life where love is our foundation, where each day is a new adventure simply because we're together. In the quiet moments, I dream of a life where we're free to love without fear, where every moment feels right because it's shared with you. Sometimes I see us standing side by side, facing the world together, bound by a love that's as strong as it is pure. In my mind, I see us building a life filled with little moments, a love that grows with each passing day, rooted in trust and understanding. I imagine a world where every dream feels possible because you're by my side, a love that feels like it was meant to be. The thought of us brings a calmness I can't explain, as if my soul already knows that you're the one it's been waiting for. In my dreams, we're already building a life filled with love and laughter, creating a story that's uniquely ours. Sometimes I imagine us living a life where love is simple, where we're free to be ourselves, knowing that we're loved unconditionally. When I think of us, I see a love that's patient, kind, and unbreakable, a connection that feels like it was always meant to be. In my mind, we're already together, creating a life of shared dreams and quiet moments that feel like magic. The thought of us brings a joy that's hard to explain, a feeling that fills me with hope and makes the world feel a little brighter. I imagine a love that's as steady as the sunrise, a connection that feels like coming home after a long journey. In my dreams, we're inseparable, building a love that's strong enough to face anything life brings. Sometimes I picture us together, creating a life filled with laughter, love, and moments that feel like they were always meant to be. The thought of us brings a peace to my soul, as if my heart already knows that you're the one it's been searching for. I imagine a world where it's just us, two souls bound by a love so deep it feels timeless, as if we've always been meant to be.